In the previous video we have seen the history of Hadoop. In today's video we will mainly discuss about the critical components of Hadoop, but before that we will see what are the problems that is solved. So the first one is Hadoop has helped in cost effectively extracting the values using traditional platform. It mainly deals with the scaling as well as handling variety of data. The next problem is the scalability as well as elasticity can be done for free. Since Hadoop is an open source which is mainly running on the standalone hardware, it also allows the organization to hold more data than even before they were handling. Also, at the rate of almost 1/10 of the cost of this traditional solution, Hadoop has supported many complex analysis which has included in detailing or special purpose computation and almost across large collections of data. Hadoop also handles a variety of workload including search, log processing, recommendation system, data warehousing, and video and image analysis. And today, since the explosion of multiple data as well as volume of data is there are a lot more opportunities also, and this Apache's Hadoop empowers the organization to have this architectures without getting locked to a particular vendor. Also, Hadoop is an open source project which is being done by Apache Software Foundation. So this was actually developed by the world's largest internet companies, as we have known that by Yahoo, mainly to capture and analyze the data with that generate. And Hadoop is able to store any kind of data in its native format itself. So it can have a wide variety of analysis, can do a lot of transformations and on that data. And Hadoop stores the data inexpensively. It can be TB or even multiple PBs of data. It is also robust and reliable that handles hardware and system failures automatically without losing the data or interrupting the data analysis. And also Hadoop runs on the clusters of community servers, and each of the servers has their own local CPUs and disk storage, so that can be leveraged by the systems. So we see different critical components of data. Mainly there are two components of Hadoop. The first one is the Hadoop distributed file system. It is also called as HDFS. So this HDFS is the storage of the Hadoop cluster. So usually when a data lands in the cluster, what Hadoop does is, what the HDFS does is, HDFS breaks it into pieces and distribute those pieces among different servers participating in these clusters. And each of the servers stores a small fragment of this complete data set, and each piece of the data has been replicated on more than one server. So whatever data is coming, that data has been clustered or made into small fragments, and each of this data has been given to separate servers. The second critical component of Hadoop is MapReduce. So MapReduce is the agent that distributes the works and collects the results. So what happens is, because the Hadoop stores the entire data set into small pieces across various collections or servers, so analytical jobs can also be distributed. It can be done in parallel and to each of the servers storing their part of the data. And after each server evaluates the particular problem, and what it does is, the reports of this results are sent back to collaborate together into a comprehensive answer. So this is how a Hadoop system looks. So we have a compute cluster, we have data which is coming in, and we have the results which come out. So inside the compute cluster, you can see there are DFS blocks, and we'll be having maps. So this both the HDFS as well as MapReduce are designed to work continuously without any system failure. So what happens is, the HDFS continuously monitors the data that is stored in a cluster, and if at all a server becomes unavailable, or it can be a disk drive fail, or it can be data is damaged, or it can be due to any hardware or software problems, what the HDFS does is, HDFS automatically restores the data from any of the non good servers or any of the good replicas which is stored somewhere else in the other cluster will be automatically restored. So same like that, whenever an analysis job is running, what MapReduce does is MapReduce monitors the progress of each servers participating in this particular job, and if any one of them will become slow in returning the answer or it fails before completing its works, what happens is MapReduce automatically starts another instance of that task on any other server that has a copy of the data. And because of this particular way in which the HDFS and MapReduce work, so what happens is Hadoop provides scalable, reliable, fault tolerant services for the data which is stored, and also analysis can be done at a lower cost.